Hi everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Today I'm going to share my experience of using Gusted Audio N18 Pro Ethernet switch that I've been using it for a while in my system, streaming music, Tidal, Amazon Music, Spotify, using VM Pro directly connected with Ethernet cable to this N18 Pro, Sony HAP-Z1 ES music server, as well as Eva Solo DMB A8. So three different components. It has linear power supply with Nichicon caps, toroidal transformer, aluminum chassis with solid build quality. So overall, the build quality is very good. It should be, right? The retail price is a little bit on higher side for a network switch, $530 the retail price is, and it can use combination with regular N18 and this N18 Pro with SFP cable. This one have total 5 ports for Ethernet plus SFP and BNC 10 megahertz connection for external clock if you want to use it with. So I've been using it in my system. First I try my Ethernet cable directly feed it to any music streaming device that I'm using. I listen to it and I connect that cable back to this N18 Pro, listen to it again. Even listening to like Spotify Premium lossy format sounded improved. I was kind of skeptical because numbers are numbers, everything comes in a packet and everything is corrected, right? So whatever they send it, I will have it here correctly, whatever the data or the audio data that they send it to my streaming music. So there is no error there in even streaming 4K movies or whatever, even Wi-Fi, via Wi-Fi, everything working fine. I'm using a mesh network in-house. So when you compare it back to back, directly connected to Hub Ethernet or via this N18 Pro can enhance your music listening experience. So it's gonna be like a minor improvement, right? I'm not talking about night and day improvements. So you will be hearing slightly better, cleaner notes, especially smaller notes in general. And then human voices are closer to listening real life kind of sound qualities. You can use any network switches, doesn't matter, right? But most of them don't have high quality capacitors or let alone come in with linear power supply. Mostly they come with either wall wart adapters for power supply or the switching mode power switches inside, so that kind of basic stuff. So I'm pairing with this Musician Pegasus 2 R2R deck, right? When I'm listening to it back to back, this N18 Pro or straightly connected to my Ethernet port, what I can notice right away is how much darker and quieter in background of the music when I'm streaming either like Spotify or Tidal or Amazon Music, doesn't matter, right? So I can notice it right away. As usual, I listen to a bunch of my usual tracks, and what I can also notice is, especially in upper range of frequency, that a little bit better in separation and area sound with more precise in overall higher frequency notes. So that kind of minor improvements, but the darker background and quieter background is, I wasn't expecting that, like UBMP playback other than streaming from online. And out of curiosity, I listen music streaming like Spotify or Amazon Music, and then I listen to regular Redbook CD, and it sound get pretty close in terms of resolution and refinements and overall data delivery and sound reproduction is close to physical playback, this kind of sound quality, especially in the background noise. So this is the device that kind of give me a new experience. better experience than using digital to digital converters between DAC and the streamer. So if you ask me if I really need this component, I don't think so, because my system sounds incredibly good for what it is. It's served without having this kind of Ethernet switch. But when I add it to it, I kind of like the improvements that I can hear. So it's not opinion, it's an experience using on and off, going through this N18 Pro from Gasted Audio. And you can also, you may be able to get similar experience using linear power supplies. So let's say you have Nighthawk or whatever, Cisco, or any Ethernet switch, network switch that you may have. You can change or you can upgrade to linear power supply, and probably you may be able to get similar experience. Overall experience is very positive. The network switch itself doesn't have any noise. I mean, like physical component noise. Ideal temperature is just a little bit of warm side and nothing major. And it can also add external clock as well as connecting internet via SFP. The background noise control is most noticeable with VM Pro, as well as higher range of frequencies are a bit brighter with VM Pro. Everything in audio chain can make improvement. So will it worth $530? It's dependent on you. I will not say it's worth every penny, because that is a pretty high price for 5-port network switch. Although it has a solid build quality than most of the network switch that you can buy, and build quality is very nice. So price and performance, I will not say anything to it, because some people may totally happy with what it can give them. Some people may not be totally agree with them. In my experience, it can give you slight enhancement in overall sound quality. If you think your system is pinnacle of whatever the system that you have imagined, then this kind of small improvement can give you enhancement in your music listening experience. Using this N18 Pro in my system, I don't encounter any problem or any issue at all, other than when I'm using Spotify. If my Sony HAPZ1 ES Music Server and EVA Solo DMP A8, if I use both of the equipment on at the same time via Spotify Connect, I'm streaming on one device, but song information will display on both of the equipment, as you will see it here in the video. So probably due to using same MAC address, that's the only thing. Other than that, I have no problem whatsoever. So if you ask me, do I want to keep using this in my system? Yes, I definitely would, because I just like the overall improvements that I could hear in background noise control and darker background using this N18 Pro, even streaming Spotify Premium. So that kind of enhancement that I will definitely like to have and enjoy my music. I kind of appreciate the way that it can improve and enhance overall experience listening through this N18 Pro. If you are looking for that kind of improvements, I can highly recommend you to try it, my friend. Thank you for watching and happy listening.